Let's start all over. Happy Tuesday. And thank you for joining me in my studio for some crafty fun. My name is Wendy Lee, and you can find me at CreativeLeeYours.com. I am an independent demonstrator in the US. So sorry if we're repeating this. I will crop that out of the recording, right? So what I was saying to all of you that could not hear me at all, I apologize. Something's going on. My computer had an upgrade, but last week it was. And ever since then, it's a little testy on some new things that I have to check that I've never had to check before. So we'll be working on that. But thank you guys so much for letting me know that I had no sound, because that would have been a bummer, right? Going through the whole thing. Although maybe you might have been happier if I wasn't talking. Who knows? All right. I was making sure that you guys know that Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping right now. So from October 9th, it started yesterday, through tomorrow, October 11th, any orders $75 or greater, you get free shipping on. I do want to point out that we also have an amazing starter kit special. So if you're going to spend $75, you could actually spend $10 less and get more product, $125 in product, and join my Diamonds team. Yes, no pressure to sell. You don't have to have parties. You don't have to do YouTube videos like I'm doing or lives like I'm doing. You can just enjoy the discount, or you can do something more with it if you'd like to. That's entirely up to you. To me, the greatest part is being part of that crafty community. Not that you're not already part of my crafty community, but it's in a different way, right? All right. There is a second option on that starter kit special, which allows you to increase the volume of product to 35% more than the current offering. So for $99, you get even more product. So there's a link on my website. You can check that out at CreativeLeeYours.com if you're interested in that, or if you're on my email list, you'll be getting emails about that as well. What do I have going on? I have registration open for several things right now. So the Trekking Along class. Let's see if I can grab those. Oh, way over here. Trekking Along class. This is a 5-card class. Quick peek. I do have a video on my YouTube channel showcasing a sneak peek of all of these if you'd like to see them. This is the last week to register. When I looked late yesterday, the Trekking Along stamp set was currently unorderable. It's due back again October 23rd. So if you register and add the bundle onto your kit, I will be watching it. When it comes back in, I will order it and get your kit right out to you. So it could delay you a little bit, or it might not impact it at all. So I wanted you to be aware of that. So that registration for that 5-card class, it's lovely, ends on Saturday. So don't miss that. And then I also have registration going on for Cultivated Creativity behind me. I'll pull those down after today's project so you can see those up close. So Cultivated Creativity is my DIY paper crafting subscription. We do a new featured stamp set every month and send you some wonderful goodies. And so you can create a 5-project class. It is 4 cards and a not a card. And I'm getting really great response to this. So people are loving it, and we love it too. So, all right, so that's going on. The last thing I want to tell you before we get to our crafty fun is we have Makers Mojos happening. So that is an online creative retreat. I have actually, it's a creative escape, not really a retreat. I partner with 4 other ladies: Anne Marie Heil, Melissa Kerman, Audra Monk, and Joe Blackman. And we do a 2-day live paper crafting extravaganza with you. We like to share a little bit of paper magic as we teach you some new, well, maybe new, not so new. Some things are things you've probably seen before. Some things have a twist to them from what you may have seen before, but sharing our tips and tricks and lots of project inspiration. Our whole purpose is for you to use what you have at home. There's no product purchase that you have to do. You'd have to register and pay for the event, but there's lots of door prizes that we give away, participation prizes. We've got play along posts that have already kicked off. This event is going to be on October 20th and 21st. That's a Friday, Saturday. I've got some stinking cute stuff to show, I'll tell you. So today's project that we're going to do is it has a Maker's Mojo feel to it from a perspective of, I'm going to show you several different options. So let's flip the camera over and let's get to our crafty fun, right? That's what today is all about. All right, I'm going to switch this over, keeping my fingers crossed that all works. Yes, we're there. Good. Okay. So what you could see in front of you, oh, and I can't see anything on my end. So let's get that fixed real quick. Give me just a moment. Gotta love tech. Not always my friend. Maybe it's never my friend. I'm not sure. Okay, we don't want that sound on there. Perfect. All right, good deal. So what I'm going to show you today is I'm actually going to design a brand new card that's not shown here. But what I want to show you is my team and I did something fun just recently. So with this holiday mini catalog, we did what I'm calling a suite swap. So gave the opportunity for different people in the group to choose a suite out of the mini. And we took all the consumables and split them up. They send them to me. I'm separating them out and sending them back out. So everybody gets different things. And the task is to design a project and then make your same layout using the other suites that you've received. So I want to show you what I've got here. So this right here was my suite swap. So my suite that I chose was the Merry, Bold, and Bright. So this is the Merry and Bright stamp set. And I used the dice to make these little coffee mugs and make a little cheerful project here. So I'll show you the inside as well, right? Always bring the design to the inside. So we've got this. Well, then I took that and changed that up and did a secondary version, also using the Merry and Bright stamp set and die bundle. And this one this is actually part of I've got my 12 weeks of holidays going on right now. So this is something that I send out to my email list. The first email went out today already. So you've got week 1. But if you're not yet an email subscriber, get on my email list. And I've got project sheets going out each week for the next 12 weeks to inspire you. But this was my part of my project duo. So I took the same layout. In this case, I chose not to crop off the circle element there before putting that down on there. So there's just a variation of it, right? Then I had one of my team members chose the Berry, I think it's called Berry Christmas. I'm going to call this the wrong thing. Let me make sure. Yes, Berry Christmas. And so I created the same layout using the products that she sent me in the mail. Cute, right? I love this. So fun. And I use the memories are more card-based, so that's why this is a little bit different proportion-wise. Then I had somebody do the Them Bones suite. So this is my take on that. And again, I didn't crop off the circle in this one because I actually cut this right out of that designer paper pack. Kind of fun. So we're taking the same layout and we're just mixing and matching our products to try something different. So this one is part of the Oh Holy Night suite. So I actually embossed the designer paper on this one. So got some fun elements there, lots of shimmer and shine on this one, but I did go ahead and crop that circle, right? So I've used some different size circles or different elements. And then this one is from the Joy of Christmas suite. Now I probably will create a few more. I'm going to try to create something with every suite in the catalog, but these are the ones I've done so far. And so this was all inspired by my team doing this. Now, this is also a really good example of something you might see when you attend Maker's Mojo. Now, I've kept these projects, well, depending on how you look at it, fairly simple. I mean, this one's fast and easy. You can make a stack of these holiday cards in no time. This one's going to take you a little bit more because of what I've got going on with the layers and the star. Fast and easy, super cute. This one also is very fast and easy to do. It's got a couple die cuts on it, but overall it's pretty fast and easy. Same thing with this one. This one takes a little bit more time because of all the die cut elements. But today, what I want to do is I'm going to take this same layout and I'm going to kind of design on the fly a little bit. I want to use Merry and Bright again. And I've shown a technique on my Instagram where you color vellum and change the color vellum. So I'm going to do that today. And we're going to take this inspired layout and we're going to create another project. So I think I stopped my train of thought where I was saying this is very Maker's Mojo-esque, because in Maker's Mojo, what we do is that we will showcase and teach you a project. And then we will have multiple variations of the same design using all kinds of different products, because what we want you to do is we want you to pull those things off the shelf and use them, right? get creative with what you've got going on at home. So it is a fun event. Again, registration is going on now. The event is October 20th and 21st. And the pre-event fun's going on now. So you want to jump in if you can. All right, so let's get started with this one. So I decided that in true spirit of the sweet swap, I was going to go ahead and use a different designer series paper. So I'm pulling in this paper here, and this is from the, I'm going to say it wrong, Stargazing Suite, I believe, in the annual catalog. Let me see if I can find that real quick and show you which one I'm talking about. I love this paper. It's a lot of fun. It's got bright, cheerful colors in it. So it's this suite right here. I'm not a huge fan of the space stamp set, but I love the space paper, right? And this holographic paper, super fun, sweet, in my opinion, minus stamp set. Now, I like the dies, but I'm just not a huge fan of the stamp set. So I was like, you know what? How about I take Merry and Bright and I use this paper to create another sample. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to take our inspired layout and we're going to create a new sample. So I've got my designer paper and I'm going to go ahead and layer it on a piece of basic white. Now, after the live, I will go back in to the video description. I'll have to expand it to show more. And I will have the complete supply list with cut dimensions. So that if you want to order any products to take advantage of free shipping, you can just click on them and add them to your cart straight away. No problems. All right. So then I've got a circle that I've die cut. And did I grab the dies? Are they even handy and close by? Yes, they are, because they are my favorite dies and I use them all the time. So these are the stylish shapes dies, and I die cut the largest circle from some basic white cardstock. Now we've got to decide is, do we want to cut off our circle and crop it off, or do we want to leave it? I think I'm going to leave it for this particular project. So since I'm going to leave it, if I was going to crop it, I would want to go ahead and cut that off right now and crop that off. But I think I'm going to leave this one whole and build it out without that crop that I've got on my original sample. So some of the samples I cropped it off, some of them I didn't. I think it's kind of a fun way to look at it, but I'm going to leave this one whole for this time. So let's go ahead and pull in our card base. Again, if I was going to crop it, I would want to do it now. Let's go ahead and bring in our card base. I'm using Azure Afternoon, and I've got it at 4 1/4 by 11. We're just going to fold that. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. Now you're going to be shocked because I'm going to do it flat, right? That is unlike me. I would normally pop it up, but we're going to pop some things up. So I'm trying to keep this very mailable, very doable, so that if you wanted to use this for holiday cards, you can. Now, I've chosen non-traditional colors. I personally love the Merry and Bright suite. I've had a few people that say it's not their style, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be everyone's style, but I absolutely love it. And our projects that we've got for you for Cultivated Creativity this month, in this month's kit, are fantastic. I think you're going to love them, absolutely love them. Now you could convert this, pick a different paper, and do the same thing I'm doing today in another color family as well. I actually have a project for Maker's Mojo that is just stunning, and it uses, I'm not going to tell you what it uses, but it's beautiful, and I'm doing a fun technique with it. So, all right, we're going to slide this aside for now. Let's bring in our piece of vellum. And I'm going to bring in 3 Stampin' Blends. So I'm bringing in my dark Azure Afternoon, and I'm going to color a portion of my vellum with this blend. So I'm using the wide tip. I rarely use the wide tip for anything other than splatter. But I'm going to use this wide tip and just color a portion to cut out the bulk. So let's double check and make sure I am cutting or doing a large enough piece. Did I not grab the dies either? Wendy. What do we do? And I probably have them buried somewhere. I thought I had them all pulled out ready to go for today, and I am not seeing them. Okay, well, we're going to go without it. Well, as you can tell, I've already got things pre-die cut, so we should be good with that. All right, I'm going to take another section and I'm going to use dark granny apple green. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to color a portion of my vellum with this granny apple green Stampin' Blend. Now you can do this with these because these are alcohol-based markers. Last, we're going to use dark berry burst. Our regular Stampin' Write markers won't work to do this. But I love that this gives me the flexibility because vellum is a lovely medium to use. It's a great paper. And I love that this gives me the flexibility to customize and make anything the color I want it to be. So you just let that dry for a moment. It'll dry pretty quickly. As you can see, the blue is already dry. There's no wet sheen left. So we're going to let those dry and then we're going to die cut those out. So by the magic of television here, we've already got our bulbs cut out, right? So I've got my blue, my green, and my berry right there. Then I also cut out, let's see if I can grab it, out of the holographic paper, which was also in that suite. I've cut out some of these, the little light filaments. I've got some of those. Okay, I got one more green one here too. And then I've cut some toppers out of the silver adhesive back glimmer paper. Yes, it has adhesive on the back of it already. And then I cut out a couple of the light strings out of that glimmer paper as well, using the Merry and Bright dies, coordinating dies. So these are super, super fun, I think. So I did put some adhesive paper, adhesive sheet. You can see that on the back, hopefully, on the back of this before die cutting these little filaments. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to make them peel and stick so I didn't have to mess with it. So to me, adhesive sheets are one of my all-time favorites that I always want to have on hand for these types of small die cuts. Now you could use liquid glue to do this as well, but I feel like I get glue everywhere. And, you know, I'm not a huge fan of that. So I don't want to get glue everywhere. So I'm just going to place this filament right down on that vellum. Now I've had people ask me, which side of the vellum do you have facing up? Is it the side you colored or is it the back that you didn't color on? I say go whichever one you want to do, right? You can use either side. So we're just going to add these little holographic filament. There we go. Right inside our bulbs here. Perfect. We're slowly making progress here. I really wonder what I did with those dies. I'll find them as soon as the live is over, right? They'll be hidden in plain sight, I'm sure. And then the fourth one's still stuck in the sheet here. Does that happen to you? Sometimes it sticks in the sheet. It doesn't seem like it cuts all the way through that backing paper. That's okay, because you really don't need it to cut all the way through the backing paper. You really just need to be able to get that adhesive off. That's the important part, right? All right, let me go to the top. Sometimes I struggle with that. Do you guys struggle with that a little bit? Getting the backing paper off. All right. Great. So now we've got our little bulbs with our filaments, our holographic filaments. And then we're going to peel and stick the backing. That one fell off already. So I'm going to put this right on my ornament top. I love it already. Now you could pop these up if you want to. I'm going to pop the, I think I'm going to pop the whole thing up maybe. I don't know. We'll see as we go. Like I said, I didn't pre-make this. I had an idea in my mind, but we'll see how it actually goes. You guys still with me? Hope so. All right, we are going to finish this off. Yes. All right, so one of these I'm going to save for the inside of the card. So I'm just going to move this duplicate green one aside, right? And we'll save that because we want to bring our design to the inside. I like to do that. All right, so I'm thinking for this to kind of place these bulbs maybe. Let me give that one a good push. I think I've touched the backing of that one too many times. Maybe thinking something like this. We'll see how that plays out. So I'm going to take one of these little strings that I've done, and let's kind of string them through the ornaments here. And one thing I love about this is that it's pretty flexible. So I can kind of adjust the curve a little bit to it. So let's go ahead and get 2 of them on here. And I'm going to have to clip off some probably. And I'm not going to use both strings, I don't think. Let's see if we can get this kind of where we want it, right? And then I actually want this one to come up. So let's see if we can force it to do what we want it to do. So it's not the shape at all that it was intended to be. I'm okay with that. Oh, I just realized I was going to stamp the background and I didn't. Maybe we can pop it off and do it. I'm not sure I love how this is. Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. I kind of like that. You guys like that? I'm going to clip that off. We're going to go with it. When you don't pre-design, you get what you get, right? All right. So since that has an adhesive back to it, that glimmer paper, I can just stick that right down. Now, if I want to pop those bulbs up, I could do that. I could slide some dimension underneath here. I think because all that's flat, I'm going to leave it as is. But what I want to do is, because I want to make sure this is nice and secure, I'm going to slide a glue dot underneath there because I want to make sure that that is adhered down really well. So I'm just going to lift this up and slide a glue dot right there. It's actually on the vellum portion of it because the bulb end is covering that little bit of vellum. But that'll ensure that my ornaments don't go anywhere. So I love this technique. So not only do I have colored vellum, I have really cool translucent bulbs, just like they kind of look real, right? Kind of fun and exciting. It's a little pretty. So yeah, that's going to be cute, right? I think that's cute. Super cute. So we'll have to pop that up. I really wanted to stamp the background of this. I wonder if it's too late to go in and peel that up. Let's see. I'd forgotten that I wanted to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I can get this off. Let's do it. Let's go back in and see if we can. I'm going to see if I can take this off and stamp a little bit in the background, just to give it a little more pizzazz, right? There we go. Got it off. I love our adhesive. It's super sticky. And sometimes it's super hard to pull apart, but I got lucky that it hadn't set all the way. So we're just going to bring that in, and let's bring in our Azure Afternoon. And I've taken this stamp image. It's one of the light strings, and I've manipulated it. Ooh, my block is dirty. Manipulated it to change the shape a little bit, right? Because I wanted it super curly. So I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to like stamp on the edge here. Kind of fun. Who knows? We may not even notice this and be like, oh, why did we make the effort to take it off? Who knows? We'll see. Just a couple of touches. Why not bring the design to the inside? I can't remember what my inside layer is really full. We'll wait. Maybe we'll put it on the white that we put on the inside. We'll see. We'll decide as we go. All right, now put a little bit more adhesive on this since I did pull this up. I'll go the other direction because I do want this to stick down really well. Oh yeah, I like that little touch. Do you guys like that little touch of the stamped image in the background? I think it's nice. Oh, good. You're liking this one? Good, good, good. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the projects, give me a thumbs up. I'd love to know if you're liking them, and share it with your crafty friends. Invite them to join us on Tuesdays for our crafty fun, right? The more, the merrier. All right. And I appreciate all those that watch on the replay as well. Good deal. Let's get this all dimensioned up. Is that a word? I'm going to use 5 because it's nice and big. Yeah. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I really like this. Are you guys liking it? Going in right there. How about that? Cute, cute, cute. Okay, we need a sentiment. Let's bring in a little scrap of white. And we're going to go to Blueberry Bushel as our ink pad. And, you know, I should probably bring in back that foam pad, but let's see if we can do it without it. So I've got my Mary. So I think this stamp set stamps really great. It's got really nice, bold images. So I have found that I do not need my stamp positioning tool for this. You know, you could, if you wanted really solid, and you were having trouble getting really solid images, first I would put your foam pad underneath if you need to. But if you don't need to, you know, like you just saw, I didn't even need it. But yeah, I got really great stamped images out of this. Now I'm going to fussy cut these. Not a huge fussy cut fan. However, this is pretty darn easy. You could trim this with your trimmer if you prefer. But it's pretty, this one's pretty forgiving, pretty easy to cut, right? You can leave some white around the edge if you want to, or you can cut it completely off. It's entirely up to you. I don't worry about it too much. If it's got a little white, it's got a little white. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to let that get me down. Okay. See how this is working out. So now we have to decide, where do we want our Merry and Bright? Do we want it like something like this? Kind of fits nicely in that space. We could do Merry up here and Bright down here. Nope, too much. Too big, don't you think? Doing it that way, it makes it look empty up there. So I'm kind of liking that. We could do the Merry over here and do it kind of like that. What do you guys think? Should it all be on the circle together? I think that's my favorite. What do you guys, anybody got a strong opinion? I'm going to kind of scooch that one off the edge and go like that. I think that's my favorite of what we just looked at. I'll wait a moment and let you guys tell me what you think. All right, I'm going to pull down these cultivated creativity projects and give you a sneak peek while I'm waiting on you guys to tell me what you think on that sentiment placement. I know there's a pretty good delay when it comes to the live stream. Like it on the circle? Yeah, I think I do too. All right, I'm going to go with it. Okay, so the other thing I need to decide is if I want them popped up. And of course I do, right? How can we even question that that's what I would decide? Let's see if I've gotten any mini dimensionals. I could use the edges of my regular dimensionals, which I have done many a time, or we can use minis. So either one, you grab what's handy for you and go all in. You can pop these up. You don't have to pop these up. It's entirely up to you on how much height you want. I like the idea of the different height levels. I would have liked maybe a little more height on my ornaments, but you know, I think I'm going to slide this over a little bit, and I think it's okay if it overlaps that ornament just ever so slightly. And then on this one, I'm going to put my dimensionals just at this one end because I'm going to have that edge hanging off. And I kind of like that hanging over that silver end as well. Cute. I'm liking how this is turning out. A little different, right? All right, so we do need some bling. So let's bring in our adhesive back sparkle gems. Love these. Love, love, love these. And they go really well with this suite as well. So let's grab some, kind of follow what I did on the original. We'll grab a big one and a little one. And so I've got a lot of big ones. Let's put another big one down here. Why not? So it just adds a little bit of blingy to it. Not too chunky. I'm not too popped up high. with all my layers. It's looking nice. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's do the inside. So we said I was maybe going to bring that stamped light string to the inside as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. If we don't like it, we can flip it over. So bring my little curly Q light string that I've created. Now I'm going to put some designer paper down, so part of this is going to get covered. So we'll see if we like this in the end. All right, so there's my light string. And then I've got a little strip of designer paper to put right down here at the bottom. Do we like that sticking out? Do we not like that sticking out? Doesn't bother me. And then I've got another ornament to put in here too. So that might be kind of fun to do that. So it looks like it's coming in. We could do that, or we could maybe put it there. Kind of too far up, I think. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it look out of place? Let's see, do we like that, or do we like this better? Where we just put that down and put this on, like go over in that side. I don't know. I'm struggling. Or we could leave that up at the top and do something like this. That might be fun. I'm kind of liking that. Oh, I like that best. And then you could write your note here. Put it way up. That's cute. I think I'm going to go there. What do you guys think? Yes? We're going to do it. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to put my designer paper down. Does it make you crazy to have me designing as we go? It makes me a little crazy. I like to know what I'm doing ahead of time. As you can tell, I did not know what I was going to be doing ahead of time on this one. I knew what products I wanted to use, sort of. I knew my colors I wanted to use, sort of. But was ready to switch gears if need be. Now I'm going to put 2 glue dots on this one since I don't have to string anything through it. I could put some of that silver string on the inside, but I decided to go with the other. Now, I could put a glue dot down here, and actually I think on the inside here I'm going to. I'm not going to see that really through the front because it's such a small area and it's right behind that filament. So I think we've got enough going on that it's really not going to cause a problem with that glue dot. So we'll lift it and look at it real quick. Oh, good. You guys are liking it? With the string, yes. Good. Yeah, you don't even see that glue dot behind there. So that's nice. I like that. Okay. Let's see. I got a little overhang on my designer paper. Clip away that. That's what happens when you don't get your measurements quite right, but that's okay. Paper crafting. Yeah, I think this is coming together nicely. It's super cute. And I love the touch of bling. And I love that this glimmer paper is so easy to use. So we've kept it simple today. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So you could put some more sentiment on the inside here. I'm the kind of gal that just likes to write Merry Christmas and sign my name. But you could do something more with the inside, and love all the sparkle and love being able to customize that. Now, if that bothers you, you could do the same thing we did on the inside. If you don't like those loose, you could add that glue dot under that filament where it's let's see. I don't think I'd do it on this one because I think it's too far down. Like you'd have to stick it down here, which I don't think really works. And I don't think a dimensional would look right. But you could on this one, put it on that very edge. And then you could on this other one. I got glue dots all over the place, stuck to me. And you could easily do it on this one as well. And you don't see them. So now that's a little more secure. But I love that. I love that look of the vellum and changing it. Go with the flow. Let my design process shine through. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's good to do that, I guess, kind of show kind of the process we go through. I kind of worked out my parts sort of and the idea of what I wanted to do. But I think that's just a fun way. And how great does it look with that galaxy paper? I would never have thought to put those together until today, right? All right, so let's bring back the options again so you can kind of see all of these. So this is the one we did on the fly today, right? And it was inspired by my original project that I made for my team Sweet Swap. And then I made a variation for my 12 weeks of holidays. So you'll get the tutorial for this one if you're on my email newsletter. I can't remember what week that comes out, but it's got each of those products are duos. So there's a card and a not a card. Oh, good. Love it. Yes, it is very effective. And then the super cute Berry Christmas, Them Bones, the Oh Holy Night, and the Joy of Christmas. So we've got an array, all the same layout, just mixing and matching our products. Love it. You guys can do this. Stray emoji popped in. I love that, Jean. That happens to me all the time. You guys want to see a sneak peek of what we're doing for Cultivated Creativity with the Merry and Bright products this month? It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. I'll share them. I'm not going to open them. We always put some fun elements on the inside, and some of them are gift card holders sometimes and fun folds. So I'll just give you a little quick flash. Love the depth of fun and sparkle that we've got going on here, and that's lots of good stuff there. And super cute giftable. This one's a fun fold with a belly band and a little Santa hat. Cute, cute, cute. So all fun, fun, fun projects. And I'm so excited to share them with everybody. Good, good, good. Yay. All right. If you guys have questions on anything, I know I mentioned a lot of things that are going on right now, but if you've got questions on anything or need any links to anything, let me know. You can find everything on my website. Sometimes I think that's easy and sometimes I think it's not. It just depends on if your brain knows how my brain is processing and where I'm hiding things, right? All right. Thanks for crafting with me today. And I hope to see you guys again next Tuesday. All right. Thank you. Have a great